Is going on YouTube. This is Micro Mike here, and I am going to create a live stream here about why the mainstream legacy media completely dislikes the Detroit Lions, and why these type of things have been taking place for the last decade and more, why they're taking place now, and for us to understand how to defeat this in a rational way, by understanding the reasons that they do these type of things. And there are main reasons for creating these negative media spins when it comes to the articles, when it comes to YouTube videos, when it comes to legacy media videos, when it comes to online, as well as TV and cable. Is it all has to do with ratings and finances and everything that do with monetary when it comes to money. That's the whole reason why. And I'm going to break you down kind of how this began, and why what we can do as a fan base and as a one pride people to start to take this machine down. And through a grassroots movement, we can destroy the legacy that they have created for so long, and why it is vital to the success of not just our franchise as a whole, but as everything when it comes to even other franchises, when it comes to other mainstream outlets, when it comes to local outlets, how and why this is going on, what's going on, Drew Barnes. And so initially, I would like to go into the history of why this is taking place, and why the grassroots movement is taking place when it comes to sports, as well as all over the United States and all over the world. That the legacy media is failing, and why we're gonna win and prevail, and why institutions are fighting back because it's such a big deal. So the mainstream and legacy media decades ago have found out a reason to there's become negative all the time is straight revenue and clickbait and receiving money. They found out many years ago that if you split a people in half, you can put one individuals on one side of the dichotomy as well as other individuals on the other side of the dichotomy. Okay, so when it comes to politics, you're either a conservative or you're a liberal. There is no in between. There is no, we don't want you to think critically and look at all sides of the issue. It is simply, we are going to look at you as one person or the other. There is no other side to it. So you got a conservative outlets, mainstream outlets like Fox News. Then you got the liberal outlets like it's MSNBC. So we're going to rile the individuals up, throw hate on one side and throw hate on the other, and it separates the two, and it drives a people insane, and they want to get angry, and then they want to watch YouTube videos, and then they want to research it, and they want to defend their people. That's how they do it, and that's exactly what's taking place when it comes to the NFL, as well as the Detroit Lions in local media. You're either, if you think about it, you're either a Matthew Stafford lover or you're a hater. There is no in between. You're one or the other. When it comes to Matt Patricia, you're either pro him or not. There is no in between. That's what they want you to believe. They separate you and rile you up, and then thus they want to see your videos, such as when the mainstream media like Mike Valenti wants to just trash the Lions 24/7. Hate sells. It sells a lot. Anger sells. It riles people up, and they want to view the content. It doesn't matter if you disagree with it, and you get on there and you spew how BS it is. You're still driving the value up because you're watching the content. You're giving them the views, you're giving them what they want. It's just like the WWE when you think of how things are ran. You have a person on one side who's the good guy, they consider him a face. Then you have the person who's the bad guy, you consider him the bad guy, okay? And the bad guy's role is to create the anger. That's what they want. They want you to get angry and to sell tickets. And then same with the good guy, they want you to cheer for him. Starts a debate, they want to fight. This is what the mainstream media here in Detroit does. It's hate, 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 rile you up, watch the videos. Well, what they didn't understand what was taking place when it comes to social media is you can only take the hate so much before a grass movement happens, such as DVE and, of course, the Detroit Sports Alliance that we're all involved in now when it comes to everyone else. We are looking at the info that they're doing when it comes to spitting out news, and everything is bad. Bad ratings. Detroit's going to play bad. Matthew Stafford's a terrible quarterback. They're not going anywhere. They're only going to win 4 or 5 games in a year. And then it brought individuals to critical think, such as myself. Okay, why are they constantly doing this? Well, let's see. The Detroit Lions have drafted well. They had well free agency. They did these things well, so it does not add up to what they're trying to suggest. They're trying to suggest that 1 plus 1 equals 5 when that's not the case. So a movement is beginning to destroy this legacy media. Okay, we had enough of your talk, your negativity, because it's not true what's taking place. So we're going to take it upon ourselves to inform the fan base that, okay, what you're saying seems to be incorrect. It's not working, and now we're going to spit out facts. We have individuals that's play the game of football. We have individuals that knows the X's and O's and the ins and outs and the chess game that takes place, and now we're going to speak. And have we seen when it comes to those videos like Carlos Manure has done, he's getting a lot of click downs, click downs. That's good, but then again, they're still getting clicks. So they're getting what they want, their views. So that is what is taking place. It is the destruction of a narrative that we are all taking place in. You, the individuals watching our content, sees what is taking place. Now, it does not just stop with the mainstream media. There is other YouTubers on Detroit sports. You know, when it talks about Detroit sports, that will do clickbait talk, straight up throw 5 videos out a day. It's negativity, negativity, negativity. Okay, they don't care about the thumbs down because again they're getting their views because that is what initially what us YouTubers are looking for. We want more views, you know, and that's how they drive their monetary. Okay, so an individual like myself who does not care about money, that has nothing to do with the reason why I do this. I do it simply for the fact I love Detroit Lions football. That's why you see in my videos I claim no monetary anything. It's so I don't get flagged and don't get in trouble. And the individuals that I'm taking, say, the NFL clips from, they can claim everything all they want. I'm not going to fight it. There is nothing to do with that as well. As long as I don't curse and become a moron, my videos will stay up. And that is my philosophy, and it is simply spit out facts from the best of my ability. Okay, and so why they're doing this is just the same as we've been seeing forever. Now I'll put this in perspective of like what it was when I was before I went to Iraq and Operation Iraqi Freedom. Now before I went to Iraq, I've been hit with the news of, okay, everyone over there hates you. They want to kill you, and it is time for you to kill these individuals and show them American power. Okay, this is the narrative. They hate you. You either are with us or you're against us. And so my idea was before I went to Iraqi Freedom is I was pissed off. I want to fight. I want to get these SOBs that you know took our towers down. It was all about that. But what I found out interestingly when I got there is, interestingly enough, not everyone hates you. Yes, there are individuals that do want to take your life, but not everyone is like that. I actually became friends with individuals that have a completely different view in life than mine when it comes to I'm a Christian, they're a Muslim. I'm from the United States, they're from Iraq. You know, there's so many I'm when it comes to wealth, I'm far wealthier than individuals in a third world country, but yet we could get along fairly well. And that destroyed my narrative to why this is taking place. I totally believe the fact that it's either this or that. There is no in between. And to come to find out, there is a lot of in between. There's a lot of individuals that decide to think on their own, and it blew up this narrative that I had. So when I got back home, I made a determinant factor to never watch the legacy media again because what they told me was false. There's truth into some things, but they blow it out of proportion or they straight up lie to you. And I'm not even talking about a conservative or liberal narrative at all because I don't like politics. I don't like the lying that politicians do. I don't like separation when it comes to individuals that I may have a disagreement with anything when it comes to sports or politics. I love disagreement. Disagreement means you're not doing a group think and you're not thinking one straight way. It's when I went to Iraq, I my mind exploded with a different thought that there's individuals that think 100% different from me, yet I can get along with them and everything is great. I absolutely love that. I thought that was one of the greatest things ever. It opened my mind up to a whole different world scene. And individuals like Judah Tribe, who I probably disagree with nearly on everything with him. He I'm sure we believe differently when it comes to religion. I know he believes the earth is flat. I don't. I think the earth is round. He's a Chicago Bears fan, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Yet I am intrigued to listen to what he has to say on many different topics because it is something that I'm not familiar with and I don't fully understand because I don't understand it. And so it is interesting to hear someone's view that is completely different from mine. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that debate. I enjoy that idea of listening to someone I don't believe. And so when you have that mindset and you think past of what these individuals in the mainstream media tell you about, it really opens your mind. And so that's why I love this movement of the Detroit Sports Alliance of destroying, taking down this narrative that has been built for years. Because it is the easiest thing to do is to destroy the Detroit Lions as a fan base. It's easy to destroy the Detroit Lions as a franchise, as a fans, as players, and of course the owner. It is the easiest and absolutely simplest thing to do possibly is just simply destroy them and bash them. But you know what's the hard thing to do is to critically think and look into facts about what is taking place. That is the hard thing to do, but that is the critical and the correct thing to do. Critical thinking ways to do these things, okay? Go investigate for yourself. Go read these stats for yourself. Use your own mindset. Critically think about this subject and why things are taking place and to understand why they do what they do, because if we understand why these individuals do these types of things, then we can defeat them and and stop giving them views, stop giving them ammunition to spew BS over the radios, to spew BS over SportsCenter and ESPN, to spew BS on these sites that get a massive amount of volume from fans. Because us as a fan base, we want news. We want Detroit Lions talk. We want that. And what they are doing is that, but it's negativity, and it starts fights, and you want to fight with other individuals, and you want to outbeat them, and this, that, and the other, to an insane type of thing where you think someone from another fan base is Adolf Hitler, or and vice versa. It's like holy, like it's really separating and really destructive, and it's cancerous. So what we can do is figure it out and destroy the narrative and defeat it. And that's what it's all about in my opinion. And I absolutely love this new brand that's going around. Now I thought about making a really nice video about this and doing the critical think of it and do like specific words and everything, but I thought going live and to show you the ability. What up, though, Troxel Sports? I'm just talking about the dichotomy of why the mainstream media and the legacy media is filled with hate and destructive. It's because of the clickbait views that they do. They receive the advertisement for all these clickbaits they get. They get advertisement, and that's how they make their money. They rile a fan base up to get to feed negativity, and it drives those views. And so if we counter that with positive views, and we counter that with facts, and we defeat the narrative in this sense, we will win in the long run. It starts with the grassroots movement. It starts with fans. It starts with Troxels of the world. It starts with the CA3s of the world and the Luke G's and the Gridiron Blitzes. And soon it turns into a small snowball into a giant snowball of defeating these individuals. What up, though, Noble Sports? And defeating the mainstream media that is so destructive to our team and to our city and to our state. And we defeat it by one and understanding why they do this. Why they want the negativity all the time and why they believe that it will give them the views and the content that they want, but it is backfiring on them. It is just like a boomerang. What up, though, Boog Spray? Because all that negativity and that they stiff this off season was the end point for me. It was the end game to where I've never been a YouTuber before, but I watched it for many years over the legacy media, and I had enough. And again, other people have enough when we rise up as a fan base and we say, no more. We're going to spit facts. We're going to spit truth. And we're going to defeat this narrative. And we're going to change the culture one by one. We will defeat it. And we will spread the word. And that's how we do it. And that's how we win this game. And I understand it's Mother's Day. And I really wanted to make this video because of watching how these individuals they try to outsmart other people, outsmart the group think, but that's not how it works. That is not their ability to us leave the mainstream media and leave it to more social media, to the Twitters, to the Facebooks, to the YouTube, to destroy the legacy media, and you watch those numbers drop. It used to be in the millions. Now they're not even doing millions in mainstream cable media. And we are defeating that slowly, year by year. And that's why you're seeing individuals get upset about it. You're going to see more upset. The Mike Valentes are going to get more upset because they think that they're going to, with their rage and their negativity, that they're going to get their views, but they're not going to, because it is drawing individuals like the Noble Sports, like the Gridiron Blitz, like the Luke G's, like 313 JMOs, and other individuals on YouTube to say no more, no, and they're getting views. I mean, you guys have reached thousands of subscribers in a short period of time. Want to know why? Because we all are fed up with it. We are looking for individuals out there that they want positive and factual content when we know we're seeing this stuff with this free agency. We saw such a good free agency that they brought up with getting Trey Flowers, yet as soon as we sign him, they would say how bad it is. And we say that doesn't make any sense because before the Detroit Lions signed these individuals, you said how great of players they would be. You said how the TJ Hawkinson would be a great draft pick. But as soon as we sign them, the negativity hits, and then you say, that's interesting because you weren't saying that just an hour ago. So you're taking your facts that you spit out and you destroyed your own narrative. So then it brought individuals like myself up and say absolutely no more. I'm not the smartest individual on the earth, but I know that You just said one thing was one way, but now 24 hours you say it's a different. And so I'm going to come on and I'm going to tell individuals on the internet and individual who want to hear any of what I have to say, and I'm going to explain to you how you're full of crap and how you contradict what you say. And what you say is BS. And so how is it that you get paid millions of dollars or a very high salary, contradict yourself in 24 hours? It simply does not make sense. This is Mike Valenti. I am the voice of the fans. The biggest lies I've ever heard. If he is the voice of the fans, then why does Ford Field sell out week after week? Why is there an increasingly hunger for the Lions to win? There's an increasing hunger for individuals to want to watch the NFL draft in rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Who does that? Fans do, not people that hate. Haters don't want to watch that. Individuals like me who've seen these individuals try to rile up a fan base and get us to hate no matter what they do. It's not working and it's failing. And while it fails, and while they see their numbers dwindle downward, and while they see their hate fail, they're going to get more angry because they don't know how to be positive. For so many years, for decades, the mainstream media says if we throw up bad news and garbage news, we're going to separate individuals and they're going to fight, and that's what we're going to do. But then people started to think and say, hey, that's not actually how the world works. The world doesn't actually work like that, because I can agree to disagree with many individuals that completely think different from me, yet we're best friends. How is that possible? How is it someone at work who's a Chicago Bears fan that straight up hates the Detroit Lions and talks crap about it be one of my best friends? How is that possible? It's because we look past these morons when it comes to the mainstream media and say, no, that's not how the world works. The world doesn't work like that. Valenti seems like he's got something at home, and something, dude, he's miserable. He's not miserable, folks. He's doing this because in the past, when it comes to anything, when it comes to politics, when it comes to any media outlet, it's just like the nonstop hate. If you demonize somebody and you're constantly just hate, it drives clickbait. It drives a narrative of people that like that stuff will watch it, but also the people who completely disagree what they say are going to watch it. So it drives views up, it drives ratings up, it drives revenue up. It is a tactical use to gain money. That's why you see the legacy medias when it comes to politics, they do that, the same type of stuff. When it comes to local media, they do that type of stuff. Any media, whether it be media when it comes to European or global media, it's all the same crap. It's all the same. And so the Valentis of the world, they've been seeing this for years, and that's why they do it. That's why the free press does it. That's why MLive does it. That's why these sites do that. It's because it drives up their views and it drives up their revenue. And that's why other YouTubers you see do clickbait, because it drives it up. What up, Doe Mars Landing? I think really gets him is to have the bright future in getting off while he start winning. Again, when we start doing well, he will still hate it no matter what. When we reach the playoffs this year, he's going to say we're going to lose instantly in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford's garbage. He's never done it before. And then when we win a playoff game, he says it doesn't matter. They're not going to go anywhere. It doesn't matter what we do. They will still hate because that is the old guard way to drive up revenue, to drive up views. They don't understand the correct way of doing things in individuals with free thinking thought. Everyone out there is starting to understand this when it comes to sports, when it comes to anything. That's why you're seeing this. You're seeing this grassroots movement all over the sports world, all over the world in general, of people with free thinking thought. It's like, hey, if I think Matthew Stafford's so garbage, then why is he doing why is he doing so well when it comes to other teams other teams looking at him and saying, "Damn, I would love to have him on the court." If he's so bad, then why is that? Why is it that individuals say the Detroit Lions are going to trade Matthew Stafford? That's their headline. Yet the dead money cap space, and they know sure as hell that it's not going to happen because the dead money hit is 55 million and it would just simply destroy the franchise. Why do they do these things? Because it's for clickbait. It's because for views and they want to get money. They're not idiots. These people are not moronic. They are high level when it comes to understanding how to drive up the views and the money. This is why they do it. But again, they weren't expecting this grassroots movement of people saying no more. No more. We're not going to take it no more. We're just not going to take it. We're going to take individuals and we're going to go on the field. We're going to go to the games. We're going to do the interviews ourselves. We're going to watch training camp and see what is taking place here because what they're saying and what their views are is not factual. It's not based on facts. It's based off trying to get money. And that's all they're doing. What up, though, Mike? Great session work, bro. Hey, man. I want to educate to why this is taking place. It is a tactic the media does to gain revenue. That's all it is. But what social media has done is taking over as the number one media. No more you're going to get your who in the world has cable to watch? I'm going to sit there and watch Sports Center all day. Does any of you guys actually do that? No. Why? Why? When I can go on YouTube and I can watch Luke G talk real facts. Why the hell am I going to go listen to Skip Bayless trash the Detroit Lions? First off, I'm not going to pay a cable bill for that. That's stupid. I got it free on YouTube. I can just simply watch YouTube. Also, Mike Valenti is a Giants fan who hates the Lions. I don't know. He says he's a Giants fan, but after the Giants traded away their wide receiver, he says I'll never watch the Giants again. How does a fan say you're never going to watch your team again? I'm a Detroit Lions fan. If they traded Matthew Stafford, I'm not going to say I'm never going to watch it again because that's bull crap. Yes, I will watch it again. Even though I will be super upset they do something like that, or if they traded away a player I really like, I'm not going to say I'm never going to watch it again. I'm a fan through and through. That's the way it is. It's money. It's way to get their word across because hate sells. Fake crap news, clickbait media sells. It does sell. I mean, literally, there's magazines before we had social media. Magazines were meant to sell simply fake news, just complete and utter fake garbage news because people like to buy it. People watch the WWE. They know it is not real, okay? They know that it is a script. Why do they watch these shows? For entertainment. They understand you got heels and you got baby faces. These people are that is what it is. That's what the mainstream media is, and it is for corporate based. It is about money. When if they don't say it's not about money, they're lying. It's corporate based media. It's about corporations. It's about receiving the revenues, and that's how they do it in this world. ESPN is the worst. What up, though, Luke G? Hey, I'm dismantling the reasons why the fake news, clickbait, garbage media does what they do. And again, it's all about money. It's all about views. It's all about receiving the paycheck. That's what they do. Any mainstream media when it comes to SportsCenter, any mainstream media when it comes to the NFL Network, ESPN, you name it, it's by corporate media. It's corporations own it. They want money. What is the best way to make money? So when they go to their sessions, okay, hate on the Detroit Lions, that's a good one. Talk about the New York Giants because it's the New York media with their fan bases. Talk about the Dallas Cowboys. It's all about money, the big network money. It's what they do. It hate sells. I was telling this, you guys may not have been on here. What up, though, Mars Landing? You guys may not have been on here when I was explaining like when I went to Iraq. I believed the hype before I went to Iraq that just like the media projected. Everyone in Iraq wanted to kill me. I was inundated with this type of thought because back then social media wasn't such a big thing. It wasn't YouTube wasn't such a big thing. So you watch the mainstream media and it's like, okay, they want to kill you. They hate you. They want to dismember you. They want to capture you. They want to cut your head off. So when I went over to Iraq and I seen it for myself, and I seen that everybody wants to cut my head off, not everybody hates me, and that actually, there is individuals that do hate you. I'm not going to dispute that. It's true, but people don't too as well. I made friends over there with individuals that doesn't believe in my religion, individuals that are a different color and race than me, individuals that are different ages than me. Pay gap, completely different, completely opposite. Yet we got along great and we'd have good times. Why is that? Why would the mainstream media just throw all this negative crap out there? Why don't you see on the news with soldiers getting along with residents? Why aren't you seeing the hearts and minds movement that's taking place? All you see is negativity. You want to know why? Because negativity and garbage sells. That's what it does. And it's the same concept when it comes to sports media. Negativity sells. And appealing to a specific type of fan base. It's when it comes to business, when it comes to economics, when it comes to business, when it comes to selling a product, these individuals like the Valentes and the Manures and ESP and all these are selling a product. They're selling buy what we're selling. We're selling clickbait. We're going to rile you up. We're going to get you to get angry. So then you watch our content and either you like it or don't, but it doesn't matter because you're watching the content. Now, they did not realize the rise of the Detroit Sports Alliance type things going on, the DVE, the individual Detroit Lions fan base and fan bases throughout saying, no more. No, we're not going to watch you. I'm going to watch Luke G talk about facts when it comes to players. I'm not going to watch, again, I'm not going to listen to Mike Valenti. Why? Why would I want to listen to that guy when he doesn't understand facts? He doesn't understand the game. Why would I listen to that when I can listen to an individual who's played the game in football and in college? That's who I'm going to listen to. I think as start winning will change. Not necessarily. I believe that it won't change even then. I think fan bases like ourselves will change. Individuals who are diehard Lions fans will change, but do you think Mike Valenti is going to change? Spitting out garbage? No, I don't believe he'll change. I think he's going to still spit out garbage. I think Carlos Manure will still spit out garbage. It doesn't really matter to these people. It's it's what they feed on. They feed on hate. Yes, more individuals in a fan base will change. Absolutely. That's why you hear the word like bandwagon fans, okay? They jump on when you start winning. But individuals in the media are not going to change. I don't see it. I mean, these people are going to hate no matter what. The Heath Evans of the world, he's going to hate us no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do. They're going to spin it in a negative context no matter what. If the Lions win the NFC North, they're going to say, well, they didn't. They're not going to win their first playoff game. Win the first playoff game, they're going to say, well, it's because the other team did bad. The other team lost. Not the Detroit Lions winning. The other team lost it. That's what they'll do because that's what they do. We haven't won anything, and that's the facts. Now the facts is it doesn't matter what an individual team has done in the past. Right now we're 0-0. A game has not been played. The facts are is we got individuals on this team when it comes to Bob Quinn starting a whole new way, the Patriot way, by getting Matt Patricia to try to change a culture of taking it easy and not taking the game of football serious. And when I mean serious, I mean you got to train hard and you got to get individuals to change that type of culture. Individuals like getting the Trey Flowers of the world and getting the Colemans of the world and the Jesse James, the people that want to play the game correctly. If they're based on facts, then when this offseason moves that we've had and the offseason draft that we had was a really good draft, our grades wouldn't be a D, our grades wouldn't be a C. They wouldn't be saying we win 4 games this year. They wouldn't get Vegas would not give us a 7-win total. Those are the facts. When it comes to me explaining to the economy that the Detroit Lions are winning in the economy, those would be the facts, because if you look at our future when it comes to contracts, our futures are fantastic, yet the NFC North is not so fantastic when it comes to the Green Bay Packers as well as the Minnesota Vikings. Those are straight facts. Those are facts that are not being implemented. It's going, the Detroit Lions sucked in the past, they will suck now, but that's not how it works. Living in the past does not determine your future at all. Period. So, what up, though, Gridiron Blitz? I am simply talking about the dismantling of the negative media and why they do this, why the media does this. The media does this because, again, it's for revenue cycles, and it's the ideal of revving a fan base up, or revving a people up. If you're talking politics, or if you're talking anything, rev them up to where they want to, okay, watch views and start a rabid base of getting views up and getting clickbaits and driving marketing up. That's their marketing tactic, is through this. But a different tactic is, I triggered the out of Mobby. If y'all got the alert, I did not see it. I did not see the video, but I can't really talk about that. But again, what takes place is, it's the separation. You separate and you get them to want to fight, and you drive the clickbaits up. But what they did not realize is the grassroots movement that is taking place with individuals such as the Gridiron Blitz, starting this with Luke G's and all these individuals saying no more. We're gonna do a normal show and a fact based content, and start a different narrative. And that's what it's all about. It's all about, my subscribers can completely disagree with me and say, I'm full of crap and stuff like that, but that's perfectly fine in my view. It's a debate. It's a talk. I'm not going to say your view is garbage and I'm just going to just spit hate and all this, that, and the other, because I'm not about that. I'm not about doing clickbait hate video. I'm all about, hey, we disagree, but hey, let's talk. Let's actually do factual based talk and talk about evidence. And I will spit my view when it comes to my facts and my evidence and my experience when it comes to playing the game of football, and you as well. But I'm not just going to say the Lions suck or the Lions are the best thing in the world. I'm going to give you my view and why, the reasons I believe this. And this is what the mainstream media does not do. They'll give you one side, and they'll try to do the hate and try to drive up those views and this, that, and the other. So we all just, I absolutely love what the Detroit Sports Alliance is doing, and what this movement is about. And I totally hope more of you out there, whether you're listening now or you're listening later when it comes to my videos, start your own thing. Man, go out there, start a YouTube account, and throw out some videos and see for yourself. Look for the facts up yourself. Go look up the contracts yourself. Go look up the statistics when it comes to Trey Flowers and it comes to the draft picks that we had. Look it up yourself. Don't simply just listen to what one individual says. If we all take the time and look at facts, and that's how we determine the way we think, but not just listen to these high-ranking paid individuals in the radio and in the news media, because that is a failing path there. It's not the actual video he put out. Oh, okay, that's talking about what's going on with There Goes Mobby. I would not see that, so I can't really comment. And that's why I'm a sub of your channel, brother. Absolutely. Thank you, Troxel Sports, and that's why I am with you. I don't know a whole lot when it comes to NBA. I'm not actually going to watch anything that the legacy media says. I actually watch your content because I'm going to learn something that is more factual. Why even take the time to watch mainstream media on that stuff? I don't know it. and I'm not gonna get opinion for what they got. So Match, that's why I watch your channel and your show, because I don't know enough to understand it. So at least with you guys, when you do your show with CA3 and the other individuals on there, I can understand a fact-based content, and that's priceless right there. Dude, I love your general manager, or I love our general manager, and I'm a die-hard Lions fan, but a lot of the media dwells on the past as well as winning. Absolutely, man. And again, if we dwell on the past, we will never get past it, and we'll never move forward in the future. There's so many mistakes that has been made throughout history when it comes to, being a, like, I remember my parents saying, like, I made so many mistakes when I was younger, Mike, I want you to learn from my mistakes. I say that to my kids. We as a country, we made mistakes in the past and we move forward. But if you dwell on everything if I dwell on me making a mistake in my past, I will never move forward as an individual. We have to move forward. We have to look past of the mistakes and learn from those mistakes and move forward. That's the only way to succeed. You cannot live on the past. I did not do well in high school when it comes to, getting, I got a lot of C's and B's and D's. But when I was in college, I was determined to do much better, and then I was basically a straight A student. I learned from my mistakes. I did not study as much as I should have. And so when I got to college, I studied as hard. That's how you learn from mistakes. I do. What up, though, everybody? Hey, what up, though, Mike? What up, though, Joshua? What up, though, Vivo? What up, though, Kirik? If I misspelt your name, I apologize. Peace of quiet. What up, though? Money makes the world go round, and if you're winning, you'll make more money. And if you get more attention, it's all about the dollar bit. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the money. And and it's interestingly enough, if you understand how the world works, how basically everything works, it's all about money. All the news is about money. It's corporate run media. That's why a lot of people, I think the younger generation, especially more when it comes to like my kids' generation, we don't have I don't have cable at my house. We no longer watch cable. I have Hulu, I have Netflix, I have YouTube. If I want to watch something, I will go there because I'm not going to pay a lot of money to watch a bunch of boneheads talk sports when I got individuals online who I think has far better and intriguing thought when it comes to sports. Again, I've been watching the band Brees Morris's for years. I've been on YouTube watching for years. I just in watching a lot of Detroit Lions content for years. I've just never created an account until of recent. And so why would I watch individuals in the mainstream when I got individuals that actually care and then they do their studying. And so that's what I do, and I would suggest that to you. Again, don't even take my word for it. Do the studying for yourself, and you will dismantle the narrative that's taking place. When you understand it's all about money and that's the reason they do things, you'll dismantle it. My narrative, again, before I went to Iraq, is they hate us, I hate them. You're either on American side or you're not. And when I realized that's not the case, my whole world flipped. When it comes to individuals taking knees on the sideline, I've already dismantled that mainstream media narrative, and I've already understand that how they drive. They say if you're taking a knee, it's because they hate the soldiers, they hate the patriots, and this, that, and the other. How is that possible when I know many NFL players, many individuals have soldiers in their family? How is that? How is that? Because I've never been crapped on when it comes to being a veteran. How is that? When a person says I'm not, when they take a knee and they said no, it is not because of that. Am I to simply believe they're full of shit? No, no. Sorry, I cursed there. No, it's because they're trying to draw attention to what they're saying. I'm going to take their word for it that they're drawing attention to a situation that they have been picked on throughout their whole life because of the color of their skin. And even if one individual, you wear a uniform, I've wore the uniform. I wore a United States Army uniform for 8 years. I take very much pride in that uniform. And when those individuals in Guantanamo, was it Guantanamo Bay? Sorry, that took place of disgracing the uniform by throwing people naked on other individuals and doing some gruesome freaking horrible crap like that, I took major offense to that. Major offense to that, because all it takes is one garbage individual who wears the uniform that I so proudly love to make a mockery of that uniform, and I will stand up against those individuals, because that uniform represents me, and it represents every individual that's ever worn it and that died for that uniform. So if another individual, when it comes to a police officer, because I have my father-in-law is a police officer and a damn good one. My uncle's a police officer and a damn good one. And when you disgrace that uniform, when you have the ability to wear it and you have authority, you should be you should be destroyed. You should be kicked off. You should be ripped that uniform off and disgraced. So when individuals get protected that wear a uniform, whether it be a police or anything else, you should not be protected. You should be abided by the law just like any individual else. When you wear a uniform and when you're in a position of authority, you need to be above the fray. You need to be far above antagonizing and this, that, and the other. You should be doing it the correct way. And that's why I take a lot of offense to destroying the narrative that you hate the NFL. Folks, I lost friends because I watched Detroit Lions games after the knees were taking place. Think think about that. Someone who fought for this country lost friends because I watched the Lions. I fought for the country. I've received 6 surgeries. My friend lost both his arms fighting for our country, and they're gonna crap on me because they watch the legacy media and believe the hate, and they believe that stuff. They don't want to critically think for yourself. You don't want to see what's taking place. That that is critical thinking, folks. And good, if someone does not want to be my friend anymore for that, good, you weren't my friend before, because you're believing a narrative that if I can't talk to you critically and you still hate me after me spitting facts out, then how is it that you're going to learn at all? Because friends of mine, well, I will disagree and completely disagree with individuals, but they will still love me for disagreeing with them on things. That's my friend. We may disagree on many things, but that's what the mainstream media does to you, folks. It puts in a different type of mindset, and it separates, and it's all about money. They don't care about anything else but that. And so we need to destroy that narrative, and that's what the Detroit Sports Alliance is about. This is what we do. And this is what I love. This is what I love, us all coming together, talking Detroit Lions football and spitting out facts and destroying the narrative that these individuals have created. No, I will not believe what they say. I will critically think. I will tell my subscribers to critically think. I will listen to individuals that's actually played the game and has actually have a love and passion for the Detroit Lions football. And I'm going to keep this narrative of I don't care. I absolutely don't care if individuals think that when they took a knee and that you hate what I have to say and you got to unsubscribe to me for that. Go ahead. I will not like that the disagreement and the unsubscribing, but this is my belief and this is my thought. I've seen both of it. Okay, I've seen both sides. I understand it. I will talk to anyone that disagrees with me on about everything, and I will have a rational discussion of why I believe the way I believe. I feel like when it comes to the knees, the taking the knees, I have a word that I should say, because I've literally been on the front lines of this crap. Okay, I've seen it. I understand it, and I want to dismantle the narrative. Individuals, we have different experiences as individuals, and it is vital that we destroy this mainstream media narrative. And if I can destroy it by one person at a time, week by week, and consistently give you my views, then that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to take. I have a passion for this. I absolutely love it. I think that us we deserve that. We as a fan base deserve this. We've had negativity for so long. We've dealt with this negative context, this idea for so long, that it is time. It is time for us to destroy that. And it starts with ourselves. It starts with creating videos and content and giving us a good time. That's why I do stupid videos, funny videos with KFC getting kicked into a hole from 300. It's funny. I enjoy it. It puts a smile on my face. It's fun. It's happy. It's stupid, but stupid fun. It's not negative, and I'm not gonna crap negativity on there. It's hella fun, and I absolutely love it, man. And so I think I've spent enough time on here, just ranting and raving about the legacy media and about the mainstream media. And it's 5:05. I actually worked overtime today. I got out of work and jumped on here. So I'm going to now spend time with the rest of my family. I really appreciate you all decide to join in and spend a little bit of time with me, especially in Mother's Day, with the great mothers of the world that is either our moms have brought us up or our wives that's taking care of our kids. So I'm going to jump off here, and I want to say I really appreciate you guys listening. And man, salute to all you guys. Salute to you, Luke G, for being an awesome friend of myself and helping me get this platform. Without you, I am zero. We've never physically met, and yet you are helping me out in ways that you don't even imagine. I would literally probably have only one subscriber if it wasn't you giving me this platform. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your wife for letting you guys spend time, all your wives and your mom spending time with us, man. I really appreciate it. And that said, folks, tomorrow I'll be live, hopefully with Risky. I don't know if his tests are over with. Let's hope so. I want that T-shirt. Oh yeah, by the way, the winner Matthew did get his T-shirt. He's super happy about it. He said he loved it. When I get to 200 subs, there'll be another one. Remember, help me get to 200, and it may be you, peace and quiet, to get that T-shirt. So you help me out, I help you out. That said, folks, have a fantastic Mother's Day, and see y'all tomorrow at 5.